What is up, guys? That's when you know you are a mature adult, is when you wear a bike helmet on your bike. But anyway, we're at a nice, peaceful, tranquil area in Doncaster today. Some little waterfalls, and it's the thing what's interesting is it's so nice. I didn't even know this was here. It's so nice and peaceful here, but then just behind me is HMP Doncatraz, where I've seen some of the most violent things in my life. So it's such a nice peaceful place next to a concrete jungle. But anyway, I woke up yesterday and I was in a bit of a miserable place, you know. I get days like that, suffer with bad anxiety and depression, and I'm not talking about the one where you're trying to get out of a job centre interview. I'm talking about life-altering, crippling anxiety where you can't even go into a shop. You know, and that's where I was at the start. I'm getting better now. And depression, I would have waves of depression for like 2 or 3 days where I didn't want to do anything, you know. I'd shut my curtains, I just didn't even want to function. And it lasts like 2 or 3 days, but I'm slowly working my way through all that. And I had a bit of a bad day yesterday. I was dwelling on things that I don't have, you know, things like, oh, well, I ain't got a family, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. I'm kind of feeling sorry for myself, focusing on the negatives, which I do it quite often. But then I started thinking about this place behind me, Doncatraz, you know, thinking, well, what about things that I have got, you know? And I started thinking about when I used to wake up in a police cell and I was so frustrated and I was so angry and I couldn't see a way out. And there were times when I would get on my knees and pray to a God that I don't even believe in, and pray to the devil, crying because I was so frustrated that I was caught up in this miserable world of heroin addiction. I couldn't get out of it, I couldn't see a way out. And I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about where I am now, because it's easy to focus on the negatives, but you've got to focus on what you've got now. Even if all you've got is like a little bed sit, or, you know, there's people out there now I've just gone past in town and they're sleeping in doorways. And it can get you down when you look on things like Facebook, you know, and you see everybody portraying this perfect life where they've got loads of money, uploading selfies where they're doing the little duck pose and they look beautiful and skinny, and it's all bullshit. There was one, if you send me a friend request on Facebook, I probably won't accept it because it's just bullshit, Facebook. And I saw this woman on there, and obviously I'm not going to name her, but I've not seen her for years, and she uploaded this, you know, this kissy face picture. She looked all slim and tidy, and I thought, wow, she's beautiful. You know, if I see her in the street, she'll be getting some stun gun chat up lines. and then I saw her yesterday, and she was at the shop in a dressing gown with flip-flops, kid under her arm, roll up in her mouth, titties scraping along the floor. And I thought, that you don't look like that on Facebook. And she seen me, she went, alright. Fucking hell, that's false advertising. That's why with me, right, you get what you see. I know I'm not fucking good looking and all that shit, I don't give a fuck, but what you see is what you get. And that's why I'm always real, because I don't want to, you know, imagine if some dude saw that lass on a dating site or something, and he's buzzing, looking forward to meeting her, going on a date, saying, oh yeah, you look nice, checking out her Facebook, seeing all these perfect, you know, all this money, and then they go out on a date and she comes fucking rolling up with big gut hanging down and fucking in a Kappa tracksuit with high heels on and tattoos on her teeth. You'd be gutted, wouldn't you? So that's why I always try and keep it real. And yeah, I don't have much, but compared to where I was, you know, I've got everything. And that's what addiction is. You know, addiction is giving up everything for one thing, and recovery is giving up one thing for everything. And looking at the prison now, I'm not going to go over there because last time I went I got into an argument with them. They came out like mob-handed, about 10 of them. But yeah, I was just reflecting today, and it's easy to get caught up in the negativity. It's easy to forget what you've actually achieved. You know, if you're in recovery like me, there was a time not long ago when I just couldn't ever imagine me being like I am now. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see a way out. I was massively overweight. You all know my story. I don't have to keep rehashing it. And I just couldn't see a way where I could ever get to where I am now. But yet here I am, and I'm still like focusing on the negatives, which I don't know why I do that. I guess that's the depression, but that's the reality. You know, it's hard to see the positives when you're struggling. But yeah, even like I say, even if you've only got little things, if you've got someone to talk to, if you've got someone to laugh with, if you've got somewhere to sleep, if you've got a telly to watch, there's a lot of people that don't even have those things. So yeah, anyway, that's what I thought I'd say for today. Such a lovely, tranquil, peaceful place right next to HMP Doncaster, which is a very rough, tough prison. I've not been there for a while, but yeah, I do not miss those breakfast packs where you get in there and those dodgy sandwiches, dodgy Wednesday where you're banged up all day. But yeah, try not to focus on the negatives, focus on the positives. Bonjour.